Attention VEX family, we are asking you guys to make your way on down to the bleachers now for the opening ceremony. If you're not down here, please make your way on down to the bleachers at this time for the opening ceremony.
We have
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the VEX Michigan State High School Championship. My name is Sean. I'll be one of your MCs. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm that bad brother from the Buckeye State.
My name is Keegan. I'm coming all the way from the 50th state of Hawaii. John Dar and I will be your MCs right here in the Gold Division. On the blue side,
My name is Ken Appel. I welcome you guys so much. It's so great to see all these amazing teams from across Michigan. I'd also like to introduce Tyler Olds from Wisconsin. He'll be helping me out over on the blue division today.
and we also want to thank and give a round of applause here to Kettering University for hosting this amazing event. How about a round of applause for Kettering? We also want to thank our title sponsor, Consumer Energy. And now,
Beautiful, it's time to introduce our very first speaker. And folks, I want you to know that it's my pleasure to introduce this speaker. She is the director of Robotics Center and Robotic Outreach here at Kettering University. She's known as the First Lady of STEM. Please put your hands together for the great Kim Shoemaker.
Welcome to Kettering. We are super thrilled that you're here. I know I tell you this every year, but students, you are the reason that we do this. We recognize here at Kettering the skills that you're learning and gaining through your time in robotics. You are a really great fit for us, so this is all about you. I want to thank our hotel sponsors. We recently created a partnership with the Hampton Inn and Hyatt Place at the Flint Grand Blanc location off of Hill Road. So keep in mind for next year, they are offering discounted rates for you all. If you happen to be staying in either that Hampton Inn or the Hyatt Place this weekend, make sure that you go to their conference rooms, and we have taken the liberty of setting up practice fields there for you. So you'll be able to take use of those tonight. I would like to, at this point, recognize all the seniors. So seniors, can you stand for us? We would love to know who all of you are. And let's give them a round of applause. Awesome. So whether this is your first year in VEX or your last year in VEX, we're super excited that you got involved in VEX Robotics, and good luck as you move forward. And then obviously I have to put in a plug for Kettering. If you haven't taken a look at us, go ahead and do that. We have a table over here. And then I also want, where's my little, sorry. My script walked away. I would like to also welcome Financial Plus Credit Union, Dwayne Schweitzer. You're behind me. They have partnered with us as well, and they have been extremely generous with the Robotics Center. So we're excited to have him here, and he's going to say a few words.
Is on? Okay. All right, hello, there you go. Welcome all. Thanks for coming out today. Thank God it's beautiful weather out there today. We do have a nice table over here. If you guys want to stop in, we do have some enter to win. Giving away some Amazon gift cards today. Got some swag, some promo. But we're here if you guys need anything. Again, thank you guys for being Kettering's great sponsor with us. So,
would you be able to open one of those Trump accounts for the kids who need money? Okay, so go see them.
All right, how about a big round of applause for Kim Shoemaker and Dwayne Schweitzer? Thank you again. All right, it's time to meet our head referees. From Montague, Michigan, it's Steve and Katie Clark. Yes, you guys can give them a big round of applause, please. You guys are going to have to find some energy because we got a long day ahead of us here. And from Greenville, South Carolina, it's Dwayne Young. From Troy, Michigan, it's Titus Shoemaker and Hunter Aspie. And then I heard there's a last-minute addition to our team, Roger Moore. All right, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our head ref here, Steve. He will give you all the rules of the game and get you ready for today's competition.
Perfect, thank you. First of all, on behalf of all of us, congratulations for getting here. It's the State of Michigan Championship. So you all should be proud just to get here. We're going to have some fantastic robot play out on the fields. But I do want to go over a couple rules. Most of the standard ones I'm not going to cover now. I think just to get here, you would know what SG11 and the 20 seconds are and stuff. So there's a few that I do want to cover. The first one is G1. So it's treat everybody with respect. Remember, most everybody is up here volunteering their efforts. For you to have a good time, please make sure that these volunteers keep coming back. The more volunteers makes it easier for all of us, and we have a good time. So, second one is G2, student-centered. All the coaches out there, thank you. The students wouldn't be here without you. That said, now that they're here, let's see the students do their thing. So please sit back, cheer them on, so we have a great tournament there. In the same mode, the T3 drive team members at the fields. So when the match is done, stay in the driver's box if you want to talk about anything that happened during the match. If you leave the driver's station and go talk to somebody and come back, we can't talk to you anymore. If we see you conversing with somebody, whether it's a coach or even a teammate in the stands, we really can't talk to you anymore. So stay there, stay off your phones, which does lead into GG1. No phones at the field unless they're in airplane mode, so we can't have you texting people. No earbuds, and that's part of GG1 as well. Now, the few gameplay rules that I wanted to talk about here really quick. SG10, GG9, this is for all of you that have a doinker, a wing, an arm, whatever you want to call it, that will go into the long goals. Be careful going there at your own risk. It's part of the game. When you go in there, you have to be actively moving a block, whether that's scoring or descoring. You have to be moving a block. If you're sitting there trying to move a block, that doesn't count. You have to be moving a block. Now, you'll hear us warn you, get out when we see you not moving a block. When you hear us say get out, what do you think you should do? Get out. Because if you do, and the rules are very clear now too, if there's two robots pushing on each other and they're not moving, and that's a stalemate, and they're both in there and they both don't get out, I mean, you're going to get violations, and very quickly it could get to a DQ. So I don't think that you want to be in that kind of an area at all. So when we say get out, I think it's a good idea to get out. SG7 comes into play in Auton. This is the rolling block violation. So the blocks that don't start on the Auton line, so there's 4 on this side and 4 on that side that are under the long goals, those are considered all 8 of those on the Auton line. But the other blocks out there, your robot may try to pick them up, and if they either miss scoring them or if you didn't pick them up very well and they happen to roll onto the other side, if it rolls onto the other side and hits a robot on the other side that is driving, then that's a violation and awards Auton to your opponents. Now again, there's a few things that I did say. It's got to be rolling. If it comes to a stop, it doesn't matter. If it's rolling and it hits a driving robot, and I said driving, not moving, because just an intake going doesn't count. It needs to be driving, moving around. So we'll be looking at those, and I'm sure we'll see some. And so that's what, it's an SG7, it's a rolling block violation. It's just autonomous bonus, it is not the autonomous win point. The other new one that just was changed 2 weeks ago, SG1 Part F. This is how your robot has to start in the field of play. It has been changed, but I mean, so you have to be either touching the park barrier or you have to be in the vertical projection of it. So you don't have to be touching the park barrier anymore, but you have to be in that vertical projection. So you're all in high school, so I'm going to assume that you know what vertical is. So that allows us to look straight down on it. And if you're within the vertical projection of the park zone, that is a legal starting position now. You can, it was clarified in the Q&A, you can still be just touching the outside of it. That does lead into SC6, which is the Auton win point. This event qualifies for the World Championship. So the Auton win point is a little bit more difficult. It is 10 blocks need to be scored across 3 goals. In those 3 goals, you need at least 2 in each one. You also need to, just like all season, remove 3 blocks from your loader. And now it kind of changes because the starting position changed. You cannot be touching the parking barrier. You also cannot be in that vertical projection of the parking barrier. That's about all the rules that I had here. Just a little point of note. We've talked it over here. A lot of you guys have seen us at other events. You know that I like to talk to the teams at the field as well. If you feel you're being pinned, tell us. I want to make sure that we have eyes on it. Again, this year it did change from 5 seconds to 3 seconds for the pin call. Then you'd have to back away from 5 seconds. But if you feel you're being pinned, tell us, yell at us. Don't be surprised, though, if we talk back to you and say, nope, we believe that you can go that way. Because a lot of kids will say pinning when they just can't go the way they want to go, but that's not pinning. So we're really good at watching wheels. I mean, we want to see you going the other way. But if you do feel you're being pinned, let us know. the last thing that I want is after the match, a team to walk up and say, well, we felt we were being pinned at this time. No, I want to know about it at the time. So we'll have, we're going to try at least to have at least 2 headrests at every field. So we're going to have plenty of eyes up there. But again, just holler out and let us know. So that's about all I had. We're not going to take questions here, but come up and find us after this, before matches start, if you have any questions on how we interpret the rules. Not a whole lot has changed as far as rules this year, so, you know, but obviously some rules are open to interpretation a little bit more than others. So come up and ask us. I'd rather be prepped and ready for whatever you guys try than for you to surprise us with something new that none of us have seen. So again, thank you.
All right, that being said, teams, are you ready? I hear blue side, gold side, where are you at? Are you guys ready? Blue side, we ready? All right, teams, up and about, go back to your pits. Let's get things started here momentarily. Back up to your pits, and we will get the Michigan States here at Kettering University underway very, very soon. Thanks for attending the opening ceremony. We'll be back with matches momentarily.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. We gather here in our nation's capital for advocacy. We are advocating for STEM, for robotics, for education. We are here to tell our elected officials that the programs that you are all part of work and they've had a positive impact on your lives.
We're nervous, but also excited at the same time. Yeah. I think we got it. Yeah, we got this.
This is the National Advocacy Conference, which is SASA's summer trip to DC, where students come in from all across the country. We get to know each other. And then we work together to learn about different legislation, and then eventually it all culminates with this amazing day where we run around the mall, meet with our elected representatives, make our voices heard, and build relationships, and then we get to have like a fun party at the end.
Our goal here is 3 main things. Number 1, building relationships.
The most important thing that we learned is that advocacy is all about building relationships with our elected officials, because when we have become more familiar with them, when they are more excited about robotics like we are, it helps convince them that they should invest in us as the future innovators, as the future leaders of America.
Number 2 is making them a fan of your robotics program.
What I've learned in these past couple of days is really how to keep people engaged with you talking, how to be able to have a strong voice, and how to have confidence within your speaking. They've been running down throughout like presentations about like, this is how you should talk to a legislator. This is like a mock meeting. These are panelists who have experience doing this stuff. And they're sharing their knowledge and experience, and I find it really helpful. I'm super excited about advocacy. I love speaking to people about robotics, and I was just super pumped to be able to like share about what STEM is about. And so I really wanted to make sure to give everyone like equal opportunities for STEM, and they're very keen on that throughout the presentation.
And number 3, we have some legislative asks. We want to make sure every student has the chance to be exposed to these STEM programs.
I expected it to be a long, grueling process of confusion and having no idea what I was doing, but we had a lot of meetings to really prepare us for what we're doing. I learned about so many different kinds of acts, bills, funding plans, and in the meetings I knew exactly what I was saying. We got talking points, so I was very prepared, knew exactly what to say, when to say, and I was able to collaborate with people very well. I think it's been extremely helpful to actually come to the Capitol and see how your actions can affect things on a larger scale.
I will tell you unequivocally, students, you make the best advocates. This is your time to shine. This is your time to lead. This is your time to show the adults how it's done. Democracy is not a spectator sport. For democracy to work, it requires an educated and engaged citizenry. And over the next 2 days, we're going to take care of the educated part. The engaged part is up to you.
To learn more about the National Advocacy Conference, visit mysasa.org.
Welcome.
to all teams, match list is set. The matches are set. You may go ahead and look at them now, but once again, to all teams, matches are now set. Yeah. By the way, folks, if you're looking at the match list right now, if you're looking at the rotation of matches, we are going from your point of view left to right. So once again, for our match schedule here for the gold side, from the audience perspective, we are going left to right.
Hicken, I got to tell you, this first match coming is going to be an exciting one. 4 great teams. They'll be here on the mechanical field in just a moment. We're excited to be streaming live.
You can find the streams live at youtube.com at Fun Robotics Network. You can look it up on YouTube at Fun Robotics Network, and you can check out the live streams heading on to both of the divisions for the blue and the gold side. Meanwhile, again, live from Kettering University, we welcome you to the Michigan State Championships here. But again, you can see it on the screen live right now. Share the link around. Share it all around the world. If you want to see the Michigan teams play, youtube.com. Search up the Fun Robotics Network. Check out the streams live on both sides in the blue and the gold divisions.
All right, gold division. 3 of our robots on the field. Just a quick reminder, make sure you're checking your schedule. You're here and ready to go on time. Legendary Steve Clark will be your head referee. Teams are just about set and ready to go for our first match here in the gold division. thrilled to be here with some of the best teams from around the state. Folks, it looks like our teams are here on the field, putting on the finishing touches on their machines as they get ready to go. Let's take a moment and meet the teams. The Red Alliance in number 1, the team at Hancock, Michigan. Team number 6581 is in Alpha HCH Bulldogs. Working alongside the Bulldogs, team number 63600 is in Echo. They're the Eaglebots, the Nerd Cluster. On the blue side of the field, it's team number 39B is in Bravo, the Daily Suksong News. And out of DeWitt, Michigan, team number 1581C is in Charlie with their Panther Pride. It's Washaretta. Steve Clark giving a few final instructions before we start this next match. 4 great teams, 2 outstanding alliances. This first match should be a good one.
For those that are wondering, here inside of the gold division, we go to match number 27 tonight. Match number 27 is where we lined up at the end of the day here today. But that's what we
Suksong News 39B making some final adjustments, trying to connect their radio to the field. Set will be underway. All set, folks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's kick it. 3 of our 4 robots now in motion. 10 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Robots are operating autonomously. Blue Alliance scores heavily on that near side long goal.
Hey, Red, you guys are over it. They scored. Blue takes off.
Blue Alliance autonomous. We resume the action now. In 3, 2, 1. Kick it. Now we've got all 4 robots in motion. Blue Alliance was strong and autonomous. Red Alliance had a little bit of a hole that they need to dig themselves out of. Blue Alliance loading up now. Suksong News trying to get in position, but there's a Red Alliance defender near side of the field trying to keep them out of scoring range. Back to the action on the far side of the field. Red versus blue. Blue Alliance trying to get in position, but that Red Alliance defender holding them in check. So the Blue Alliance owns the near side long goal. They've also scored well on the far side long goal. Each block scored were 3 points. Additional points in those long goals are available if they own it. That's a majority of the blocks in between the white stripes. 35 seconds left. Blue Alliance with a big lead. Red Alliance still trying to get something going. 25 seconds. Teams thinking about that in-game strategy. How can they maximize their points? "13 seconds. Clock ticking down now. And now the Red Alliance trying to get into that box. They've got a robot there, picking up those extra points. Great match. We'll have the results for you in a moment. Our next qualification match will be on field number 2. That'll be the electrical field. Officiating crew taking a look at the field. As they do so, let's meet the teams. On the red side of the field, for 1 position, at Jemison, Michigan, team number 2140, Seagate Charlie. They're the Gravediggers. Working alongside the Gravedigger, the team out of Monroe, Michigan, 3547, Axis and X-ray, Virus, Robotic Radiation. Now then to the Blue Alliance side of the field, out of Plainville, Michigan, team number 1159, 1P is in Papa. They are Aiden. And their alliance partner from Prattville, Michigan, team number 2448 is in Alpha, the Rebel Dogs Fall Club. Steve Clark giving final instructions, double checking the field, making sure that all the playing pieces are in the right places. Field being activated now for gameplay. All the teams are poised and ready to go. Steve Clark checks to make sure he's got a thumbs up all the way around. And we start this match in 3, 2, 1. Autonomous. No human intervention at this point. Robots relying solely on their programming. Red Alliance scoring big here in Autonomous. They own the near side long goal. One over the line, so Blue will win Autonomous. We resume the action in 3, 2, 1, try. Drivers and operators now fully engaged as they bring these machines out. Human players for the Alliance adding additional game pieces to the field of play. Near side of the field. That's Aiden on the move, trying to de-score some of the scored blocks. They got their block pick extended, and they de-scored multiple game pieces. Blue Alliance now with the lead. 34-9 unofficially with a minute remaining. Clock continues to tick. Red Alliance is strong. But the Blue Alliance was quick, hearing driver control to remove any of those game pieces. Still plenty of time left with 35 seconds on the clock. Riding along with the Robodogs, Fulcrum getting it done for the Blue Alliance. 3 seconds left. Was hung up on the far side long goal, but released themselves. And now they're back in it. 10 seconds left. Red Alliance owning both long goals in the closing seconds. Time has expired. Great match play. One more to go. Making our way now down to the computer sciences field. In the meantime, we've got our results now for qualifying match number 1. 107-17. It was all the Blue Alliance. So Blue Alliance takes that win as we get ready for qualifying match number 3. Teams look like they're ready. Well, teams, after we start this, we start the match in 3, 2, 1. Autonomous. On the red side of the field, we've got team number 8031. C is in Charlie. They're otherwise known as Palladi. Their alliance partner, team number 3662. 0C is in Charlie. Return to sender. Red will win autonomous. We resume the action now in 3, 2, 1, try. As the driver period begins, let's meet our teams. On the blue side of the field, team number 98271, F is in Foxtrot. They're the Melodic Miners. Their alliance partner, Eagle Bot Atlas. Team number 63600A, as in Alpha, the Pride of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A minute 15 remaining in the match. Unofficially, your score 49-6. Red Alliance with a big lead. Moving to the near side of the field. Red on blue. As a Red Alliance right there. Trying to keep blue out of scoring position. That'll be polarity. Working hard against miners. 45 seconds left. Red Alliance has scored multiple game pieces. Blue Alliance appears to own the upper goal in the center. But the Red Alliance still owns the near side long goal. Bonus points if you own those goals. And now we're into the end. 15 seconds left. Back and forth they go. Action now in the center of the field. All 4 robots converge. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. This one is over. Play right down to the closing seconds. And now we've got our scores for qualifying match number 2. 47-38, your final. Blue Alliance comes out on top. Keegan, back to you.
I thank you, my friend, and we get started now here with match number 4 underway here momentarily. So we get our referees to move on over, and we'll start here in just a little while. We'll introduce the teams real quickly, though. Red Alliance side showing you 39R Serenity out of Bloomfield Hills, alongside 3333M Pink from Pontiac. Blue side 50480A Spartronics Frog out of Imlay City, and 13444B Hazard out of Grand Rapids. Here we go, clock's on the board and we are set to play. Let's get things started. Teams, watch the screen, underway now in 3, 2, 1, let's play. 15 seconds on the clock here in the autonomous side, and we're about to find out what these teams are made of to start off their weekend. Red Alliance already 4 blocks in for the autonomous win point, by the way, with a Worlds qualifier on the line here. You need 10 blocks across 3 goals. They will not get that. They're 2 blocks short, but Red will take the first 10 of the game. Here we go, drivers, on your marks. Watch the screen in 3, 2, 1, let's play. Minute 45 of the clock, and we're underway here in the match. In match number 4, very early on our start, as we go down all the way to match number 27 in order to end day number 1 here at Kettering. Minute 30 on the clock. Red Alliance side pushing back and forth here. They will go. It's a battle between 2 of the teams here. It is Hazard taking on Serenity. Who's going to win it out of the end? Both teams trying to block each other out. Back and forth, pushbacks back and forth. Nobody can find a real big advantage, though, momentum-wise. It's going to be Serenity that gets an opportunity to push what they can. Advantage is a tie-up at the moment. That red block close enough to say that that is no decision in terms of who has control on the near side. Far side long goal, good for the red. Upper middle, good for the red. The lower middle has nothing in it right now, so red's got majority control in a 2-0 situation. Blue now pushes their advantage to get themselves out. That is Hazard that is there. See if they can descore at least one of them. There is one block that gets descored. Blue gets control on the near side. Long goal with 45 seconds remaining. Upper middle, lower middle, belonging in red right now. So again, red with near full control. The only thing they are missing is the near side, in which case they have the blue to take care of. Meanwhile, blue looking to add on a little bit more, and there's on the red half of the floor. I'm trying not to let that happen. Serenity moving all the way across, trying to play some defense. There is one blue block up there. Can Spartronics find a way to get up there with a little bit of a push? 20 seconds left to go. Parking tickets can be issued at this point in time. 15 seconds remaining now. Seeing now it's a kind of a traffic jam going into the middle. Red's going to try to offload here, or Blue's trying to offload, nothing there. Blue tries to put one up, they do so, but not a full control upstairs in the middle. Red adds another one down to the downstairs middle. That's it for match number 4, and that's the way that ends. Final score on the board today in match number 3, 65-9, as we move on for the Red Alliance win to match number 5, where as the referees are deliberating their match, we move on just to see who's up next. Match number 5, Red Alliance side, 11.591Z Mirage out of Plainwell, and 38.053X half and half out of Auburn Hills. Blue side, 32.23C Cesium out of Grand Rapids, and 96.715C Zip Ties Technicians out of Bad Axe. Roger Moore will come up on the podium. See if we're ready to play here. Looks like we're going to run with one referee here. We're going to ask to see if we can get one more ref to play up here. Looks like we are ready, so let's get things started. Teams, watch the screen underway with your matchup now in 3, 2, 1, let's play. 15 seconds on the clock, and we're underway here in match number 5. Far side goal, looking like they've got one up there, nothing onto the near side goal. I think in terms of violations, only one block gets up there, though. That might be it regardless. Blue will get the first 10 of the game. That one block did matter. Here we go. Drivers on your mark. In 3, 2, 1, let's play. With a minute 45, we're underway here in match number 5. Near side goal looking to be taken over by Cesium. Looks to put 2 upstairs. Nothing in the control zones yet in any case whatsoever. Red will get some downstairs. I believe that's going to be courtesy of a very fast-moving Mirage. Blue will try to push their advantage. On the far side goal, you have Zip Ties Technicians that find themselves with a good push onto the far side goal. Near side goal, nobody in control, but only blue blocks up there. Lower middle is good for the red, but that's just about it, and a tip on over. One of the teams falling on over, that is Cesium that falls on over, so 2-on-1 in favor of the Red Alliance, unless the blue can find the way to help their teammates out. Down to 55 seconds remaining. Looks like they will try to help themselves out. Meanwhile, red playing on a power play here, 2-on-1 advantage. Red now trying to bump in, and good help from their teammates. Well done by well done by Zip Ties Technicians to get Cesium back into the game at full strength with 40 seconds remaining. Now it's a push and shove here. Red's got to worry about blue both ways now, as both of the robots are back into play, and blue's got nearly full advantage. It's only the lower middle that red has control of at the moment, and they will add on. That's courtesy of half and half. That puts them down below into the lower middle side. Blue may be looking to see if they can get full control, but down to 20 seconds. Not a lot of time to try, and parking tickets can be issued. The upper side still trying to be fought over in the meanwhile, trying to empty the loader in the final seconds. 8 seconds remaining. Now teams I want to start thinking about parking here, see if they do. One red alliance will go, one blue alliance will go. Blue alliance looking to lead in with the park, but that's going to run out of time for the red, and that will do it for match number 5. Final score is up on the board for match number 4, 60-25 in favor of the red, and the referees will look on over to the next match as we get set for match number 6, where we take a look at our teams opening up here on their first match for the Red Alliance side. 36-620A, the Over-Engineers out of Hudsonville, alongside 288B, Robodogs, Velocity from Granville. Blue side, 8341D, Knockout from Westphalia, and 3333X, Extreme Bot out of Pontiac. 3 robots connected at the moment, one looking to connect their controller here momentarily. While we have a moment, we want to thank our presenting sponsor, Consumers Energy, bringing us here to Kettering University for another year of the Michigan High School State Championships. Of course, a thank you to our host, Kettering University, as well, building our 2 divisions out. Grand Finals, by the way, will be on our side of the floor. The Gold Division will host the Grand Finals at the end of day number 2. So stick around. You're on the right side of the bleachers on the right division here. All right, looks like we are checking to make sure we are ready to play. Let's get things started. Teams, watch the screen underway now. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 15-second autonomous mode is underway here in match number 6 as we get started. Red side dropping a few blocks off. That does hit the blue robot to see what the referee's saying. In the meanwhile, upper middle and lower middle looking to be taken over by the blue. Blue missing a little bit, and now they're pushing a couple into the upper middle side. Lower middle side gained by the blue as well.
For red, this is very even, really close here. No autonomous win points, but a very close battle here in the autonomous period. All right, blue is going to take those autonomous bonus points. We're starting driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. Michelin trying to de-score that red block out of the long goal, but they're going to run into resistance from Prism. Did not stop them from knocking that block out of the way, though. Prism picks it up and puts 2 more in there, and then de-scores blue out of there. That's a good answer to the Blue Alliance. They've now taken control of that long goal there. Red controlling both long goals, and blue controlling the upper center goal. Does look like Eaglebots is going to start unloading a bunch of those red blocks into their intake system. However, with their backs turned, Michelin has completely de-scored the Red Alliance from this long goal and given blue control of the long goal. We are now 1 minute into this match, and it's anybody's game still. It's an all-out battle here with de-scoring between these two teams. Red Alliance member Eaglebots does have a full hopper of, yes, look at that, 4 of them placed into the long goal. And there they go. They've now taken control of that long goal. Back to the red side of the field. Red now controlling both long goals again. Now it is a little bit of a defense going on here. You see Prism over there trying to prevent Blue Alliance member Team Viper from getting up to that goal. They're going to go ahead and move over to a different goal, it looks like. Looks like they're going to move to that short goal there in the center, lower one. Can they get those blocks fed in there or not? There they go. They've now taken control of that short or that lower goal in the center there. Here comes Blue Michelin trying to take control of that long goal here on this side. However, Red Alliance de-scores them. That's Eaglebots Blackjack taking care of that. That ends match number 7. Back and forth big time in this match. Excellent battle by these two alliances. All right, we do have results for match number 6. That's 52 points for a win for Griffalicious and HNS. Folks, I do have an important announcement. If you would listen up just for a second here. You may have noticed that the schedules that we printed out for you on this side of the field do not match what is actually happening on the screen. That is because you ended up with a gold division list and not a blue division list. Unfortunately, that was mixed up. So what we're asking you to do is pay attention to the digital screens for your match schedule. We will reprint those match schedules for you so that you'll have an up-to-date and accurate copy of your match schedule. We're on the industrial field for match number 8. On the Red Alliance from Auburn Hills, it's 38053B, it's Night. And from Hudsonville, 8031B, Bagels After Midnight. On the blue side, Dowagiac. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Have you ever heard of that city in Michigan? Dowagiac? Okay, I've never heard of that. I learn something new every day. It is 4911X. Say hello to my little friend. All right, 36620D from Hudsonville. It's Idiots Behind the Wheel. All right. Gotta love it, man. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, they said they're ready. We're starting. Autonomous. 3, 2, 1, go. Blue Alliance struggling here. They were close. Red Alliance not scoring anything yet either. Autonomous is going to be a big fat goose egg here on this one. It is going to be a tie, 5 points for each team, split bonus. Here we go, driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see how these teams recover from this autonomous round here. Red Alliance finishing the job by taking 5 blocks into the goals here with blue with 1 block scored. Red Alliance now taking control of that long goal. Idiots behind the wheel over there pushing Red Alliance around a little bit. Let's see if they can de-score. It looks like they might be trying to. They're working their way in there. Red Alliance is controlling the upper center goal as well. Say hello to my little friend. Has scored 3 blocks into the long goal here. They are now controlling that long goal, and they have moved over to the other long goal. Watch this. Say hello to my little friend. They're getting sneaky. They're working their way in there. I think they're going to try to de-score them, Red Alliance, but they're not going to be allowed to do that. Red Alliance is going to stop them. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. It is a pushing match right now. Very close to anybody's match here. Red Alliance has now firmly taken control of this long goal with those 2 blocks in the center. And can they de-score? Knight trying. Knight having a little bit of trouble aligning there in order to finish that de-scoring. We did lose 1 robot on their face, it looks like. That's Blue Alliance, Idiots Behind the Wheel. Now you know how they earned their name. 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Red Alliance feeding 2 more blocks into the long goal here. Red Alliance in control of 3 of the goals on the field. 5 seconds on the clock. Idiots behind the wheel, gonna be needing a field sobriety test here and figure out what happens. The results for match number 7, 41 points for Prism and Eaglebot's Blackjack. Back to the chemical field for match number 9. On the Red Alliance from Jennison 2140B, it's Ice Blue Volume 4. And from Hazlitt 7580P, Overcooked Bread. Joining them, or on the Blue Alliance from Grand Rapids 13444D, it's Havoc. And from Southfield 23533A, Iron Eagles. Blue Alliance, are you guys ready? Red Alliance, you ready? Refs, here we go. We're starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Red Alliance, I thought for a second that Overcooked Bread was going to score those blocks into the goal. However, they did not make it in there. Their teammates Ice Blue Volume did, there they go. They did end up scoring 1 in that long goal there, but 3 in the other goal. Looks like Red's going to take those autonomous bonus points. We're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Red now taking control of that long goal. That is Overcooked Bread, using that little finger there to push those blocks into the goal. Ooh, they were almost pushed their red blocks back out of there because they were run into by Havoc. Havoc creating a little bit of havoc on the team, on the field here for the Red Alliance. Iron Eagles hanging out by this long goal here, pushing those blue blocks firmly into that control zone there. They now control that long goal on the far side of the field. Near side of the field for you guys. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Red getting a holding count there, but they have now released the Blue Alliance member. Ice Blue Volume trying to line up on that long goal. Can they do it? They're going to run into Havoc again. Still, they were able to score those 3 blocks into the long goal as they run face first again into Havoc. Havoc playing heavy defense here against the Red Alliance. We're looking at some parts on the ground now. I'm looking at chains on the ground. I'm assuming that because that chain is on the ground, at least some mechanism on one of these robots is no longer functioning properly. Blue Alliance is now taking control of both center, or actually the top center goal. 30 seconds on the clock still. Red Alliance taking over control of that low center goal there with the help from Overcooked Bread. 20 seconds on the clock here. We're getting a red holding count again. 10 seconds. Red feeding 5 more blocks into the long goal there as we come down to the last few seconds of the match. Havoc still trying to cause havoc. Havoc's moving into the parking zone for those extra bonus points. Red trying to do the same, but not going to make it in there all the way from the looks of it. That ends match number 8, 9. Results for match 8. 68 points. Congratulations to the Red Alliance. Night and bagels after midnight. We're back to the management field now for qualification match number 10. On the Red Alliance from Pontiac, 3333W, Power of the Square. Also from Pontiac, the same robotics program, 3333B, it's Bromance. Over on the blue side of the field from Benzonia, 74485B, it's Perpetual. And from Caledonia, 98271E, my fingers taste like tetanus. I don't know, that's gross. Red Alliance, you guys good? Blue Alliance, we seem to be, Blue Alliance actually, Red Alliance having some trouble. All right, the bromance is over. It's about to get real. Seems that Team Bromance on the Red Alliance is having a little bit of trouble with their control system here. It's not pairing up with the brain properly. They're attempting to reset a couple things here. All right, Red Alliance now has all green. It looks like we're about ready to go. We have a thumbs up all the way around. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, Blue Alliance is first to move into that long goal, unloading. Oh, trying to unload those blue blocks. However, Red's going to be the one that successfully unloads the blocks. It does look like Blue Alliance team member Perpetual does manage to score a couple blocks in that upper center goal there as the buzzer ends the autonomous mode. Does look like Red's going to take those. Oh, Blue's going to win the auton due to some errors on the red side here. They're going to take those 10 extra bonus points. We're going to start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, looks like Red is controlling one center goal and Blue is controlling the other. Right now, the two long goals are not controlled by either team. Red Alliance now feeding 3 blocks. That is Bromance. Now taking control of that long goal there. Fingers taste like tetanus, causing a little bit of trouble out here on the field, playing defense against Red. My fingers taste like tetanus. That is a big robot, a bulky robot. It is pushing people around, throwing its weight around, pushing Bromance around. Bromance manages to still score 1 block, it looks like, into that upper goal. Meanwhile, looks like Blue Alliance has taken control of the 1 long goal there on the near side of the field. Red in control of 1 long goal, Blue in control of the other. Very close game here, 50 seconds remaining on the clock. It's anybody's game at this point. Blue Alliance, I'm looking at 3 robots filled with blue blocks. I don't know if that's good or bad. I would expect Red Alliance members to have blue blocks, but that is not the case right now for Team Power of the Square. There they go. Now they spit those blue blocks out. Let's see if they can move into place to score those red ones. 20 seconds on the clock here. Still, you see my fingers taste like tetanus, pushing everybody around here. 15 seconds. It's a 4 robot pile up in the corner. We hear Red getting a holding count. There goes my fingers taste like tetanus, knocking a couple of those red blocks out of that upper center goal. With 3 seconds remaining, that was excellent work there. Giving some points back to the blue side here. Very close match to end match number 10.
Let's welcome in. Check out the results. Qualification match number 9. It is 78 points to 25 for the Red Alliance. Congratulations. And we're going to get ready to go with qualification match number 11 here in 3, 2, 1. Feature on your Red Alliance, it is 40684 Bravo. That's 67ers and 2140D Pepto-Bismol. They're playing against 11591S John Deere and 3547F Virus in Hoods. Red Town is still going to go to the Blue Alliance. Let's resume here in 3, 2, 1. And we are into driver control now. Not a lot of blocks scored yet. Let's see if these teams can get going. Here comes a quick score there on the Blue Alliance. That's John Deere, that nice green robot there. A couple more coming in that far long goal. Remember, each one of those blocks worth 3 points each. Controlling those zones gets you 10 on the long goals. Over on the near side of the field, that is Pepto-Bismol coming in, scoring 3 red blocks and trying to get full control of that zone there, that long goal on the near side of the field. Over on the other side, being cleared out as well, too. Right now, it is very close with Blue controlling that center goal, that center upper goal. Just under a minute remaining in this match, and here comes, once again, the power of John Deere. And a nice big score here by 2140D Pepto-Bismol. Scoring some red and blue, though, so we'll see how control that ends up coming out in this match. 4-0-6-8-4-B, the 67ers trying to get something scored inside that middle goal. They're able to get one red block in. So right now, it is currently tied on control there. Blue does control the bottom middle goal. Coming up on our final 20 seconds left in this match. Robots jockeying for position, trying to get final scores in. Keep an eye on the 67ers. They got quite a few blocks in their possession. Can they get control of that middle goal? Here comes their alliance partner, so 2140D with a great score there. That's Pepto-Bismol. Looking for Parks with 3, 2, 1. And time expires in this match. Qualification match number 10. It is the Blue Alliance 41-24. Hey, teams, just an announcement. Make sure you are leaving all the elements on the field. It does delay the game if we don't get everything going. Hi. It's my second ever match announcing. Let's try it. All right. And looks like we do have teams ready to go. Let's hit the start in 3, 2, 1. That is qualification match number 12. Some great teams, Robodogs, Atrocious, and the B team over on the Red Alliance against the Blue crew at HNS over on Blue. Keep an eye on that middle goal there. A nice lever bot score. Nicely done by HNS. It's going to go to the Blue Alliance for autonomous. And let's resume in the driver control right now. Good block scoring on both sides. 2-4-8-A. Robodogs Atrocious scoring a couple on that near side goal, and you do see some contention here for the far side long goal. 1-5-1-5-5-B, the B team. Trying to box out with the wing, see if they get a block out. Meanwhile, on the near side of the goal, it is 3-6-6-2-0-B, Blue crew with a couple blocks scored in, but not able to get possession of that long goal on the near side. Here they go back and forth. You could even call it a pushback. Blue crew getting a little hung up there. Let's see if they get unstuck, pieces flying off as they're able to do so. Nicely done. You'll see as this game evolves, it's all about position. Robots looking to see if they can maybe pick up a couple extra blocks, but it's all about maintaining control, with right now the Red Alliance maintaining now 3 of the goals. Blue Alliance maintaining the upper middle goal. It does look like a tough break there for 39H, who's currently stuck up on that match loader. Coming up about the final 30 seconds or so, B team getting a few more in. And Robodogs Atrocious trying to reset that upper goal there. Right now, 2v1. It is all about the Red Alliance. Great driver control there by Robodogs Atrocious, just absolutely dominating Blue crew around the field with 10 seconds left. Blue crew trying to get something going for Blue. Not quite able to get what they're looking for there with 3, 2, 1. And that is match number 12. Let's take a look at the results for match number 11. It is a close one there. The Red Alliance, though, going to take it with a score of 40-38. Congratulations to our Red Alliance. And match number 13, looks like we're still waiting on a robot potentially. We are looking for Bagels After Midnight, 8031B. Let's see if we can get them on the field. Well, let's introduce the teams that will be competing, though, on this field. It is going to be on your Red Alliance 288C, Robodogs Celsius. Joining them, 8031B, they're coming out here. It's Bagels After Midnight. Here they are, getting ready to go on the field. That's your Red Alliance. On the Blue Alliance, 3223B, it's Prism, coming in from Grand Rapids. And joining them, 56000A, it's Botley Crew. I'm not from Michigan, so I'm not going to try to pronounce the city name. I'm sorry. We do have a thumbs up all the way around. Let's start match number 13 in 3, 2, 1. It's robot time. Here we go, match number 13. This is the Michigan State Championship. Quick score in from the Blue Alliance, securing that middle goal. Red Alliance able to get one long goal. Blue comes back, trying to get Blue over there, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to go to Blue, says our referee here. The Blue Alliance gets that autonomous bonus as we resume driver control. Quickly, 56,000A Botley crew able to take control of that long goal over on the near side of the field. Some tough defense being played against them, though, by Bagels After Midnight. Boxing them out. Prism, meanwhile, a couple blocks until for them. They're to take control of that bottom goal. Nicely done. Meanwhile, your Red Alliance there, that is 288C Robodogs Celsius looking to make their first strike here during driver control. Couple blocks inside the robot. Let's see if they're going to go for it, trying to play some great defense there and succeeding against Botley Crew. 1 minute left in this one. We're going to see if we can get some match loaders inside the robot there. That is 223B Prism. We get a couple in. But you see over here on the far side, some back and forth happening there. And with 40 seconds remaining in this match, we get into that time where Robot's trying to score their final blocks in. Red scores one of the near long goal. Blue scores into the middle upper goal. And you see there, 288C Robodogs Celsius, a bunch of blocks inside their robot. Trying to make a big deposit here as we get towards the final 20 seconds. Here comes Robodogs. Able to get one in. Let's see if they can get a couple more in. They go to the other side. Can they get a quick score here? Here they come. 1, 2, 3 inside. Looking to take control as well, too, with 5 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1. Great match here in qualification match number 13. Your results for match number 12 are up on the board there. It is your Red Alliance taking it 63, Blue Alliance 19. We are missing a couple of robots for qualification match number 14. Going to get these robots down on the field. I see our Red Alliance coming together here. We are still missing 39C. That's Swirl. 39 Charlie, Swirl. Let's check in with our teams. All right, we got a thumbs up all the way around. Let's start qualification match number 14 in 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds of autonomous goodness here. Here comes Counter-Strike. That's the Robodogs 288A for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, the other side, that is 223D, 3 Blind Mice. Scoring for blue. There's a nice back and forth by them. Also joining them is Team Viper over on your Red Alliance and Swirl over on blue. Red Alliance is going to take your autonomous. Let's get going to the driver control in 3, 2, 1. A lot of attention over on the far side long goal there. 3 robots trying to manipulate the blocks the way they see fit. Some match loads coming in there by 3 blind mice. Here comes a quick score by them. 1, 2, and 3, trying to get that wing mech going. They're able to do so. Can they follow through all the way, get those red blocks cleared? Let's see. Some tough defense being played against Counter-Strike. And you see there in the middle of the field as well, too, battling out that Swirl and Team Viper. Oh, no, over goes Counter-Strike. Looking to maybe counterbalance themselves back up. Let's see if they can do it. So it is going to be right now a disadvantage for that Red Alliance. We've got 2 blue robots going. Right now it's pretty close, but it's going to be tough for the Red Alliance to stay alive. Let's see what Team Viper can do. Can they line up and get a nice long goal score there? Trying to get in, but tough defense being played by Swirl. 30 seconds left in this one here. 3 blind mice looking to load up on their end there. Quite a few blocks in tow, looking to score that near side long goal, able to do so. Here comes that wing, and able to get full control of that long goal. Right now, all about the Blue Alliance here with 10 seconds left. Red trying to get back in park. Able to get one over on blue with 2 seconds. 1. As time expires in match number 14. Here come your results for match number 13. That's all about the Blue Alliance. They're able to take it 57-29. Let's meet our teams. Match number 15 over on your Red Alliance is 40684D Griffalicious. I love VEX team names, by the way. Joining them, 4911X. Say hello to my little friend. I can't do the accent on that. Over on the Blue Alliance is 3333B Bromance. Yay! And joining them, 1581D Breaking VEX. We do have a thumbs up all the way around. Let's get this match going in 3, 2, 1. Autonomous mode in match number 15. Red Alliance first to strike over there. That is Griffalicious getting a couple red blocks in, but over joining on the opposite side, that is 1581D Breaking VEX. He'll take control of that long goal. Blue Alliance taking auto. And let's move on to driver control right now. Take a look at the drivetrain there by 4911X, able to get some holonomic motion going. That's pretty awesome. They're going to battle it out over on that near side of the field against Breaking VEX. Meanwhile, on the far side, long goal there, a great score coming in by Griffalicious, tailing it up with Bromance. Looking to see who can take control. Wing Max coming down both sides. Blue getting a nice long goal clear. That's 1581D. Meanwhile, over on the far side of the field, your Red Alliance able to get control there. So right now you see one control on each long goal by each alliance. Red Alliance takes control of that near long goal. Blue Alliance controlling the far long goal. Nobody has any middle goals as we speak right now. 3-3-3-3-B looking to match low there over on the far side, trying to get a few of those blue blocks in. Trying to get a wing down the counter, able to clear out one, maybe two. There they go, two of the blocks, but it is neutral now. And with 30 seconds left, it's going to be about who gets the final block in. Romance trying to get that lower goal, able to do so. They got a couple in there. With your final 20 seconds remaining in this one here, it is very close. That autonomous bonus might make all the difference. We'll see. Red Alliance coming in, trying to get 1-2 blocks in, but one gets knocked out. Romance really trying to knock that one out with 3 seconds. 2, 1. Time expires. That's going to be a close match. We'll get you those results in just a little bit. In qualification match number 14, that is all about your Blue Alliance, taking it 75-22. All right, we're going to get qualification match number 16 going in 3, 2, 1. Your Red Alliance is comprised of 1-3-4-4-4-A Oblivion and 3-3-3-3-3-W. Power of the Square, Blue Alliance 2140B Ice Blue Volume 4 and 11591K Quantum Mechanics. Autonomous looks like it's going to be red. We'll see how the referees score it. Red Alliance will take this one. And the bonus as we get into driver control here with a minute 45 seconds of robot amazingness happening here at the Michigan State Championship at Kettering University. Red Alliance first to strike in this one, able to get blocks in both the long goals there. That's Oblivion and Power of the Square. Well, Blue Alliance looking to get some wing counter coming in to 140B Ice Blue Volume 4. Trying to get some tough defense being played, though, by the Red Alliance. That's Oblivion. Really boxing them out there, making sure they maintain control of that red long goal. Red Alliance also controlling the bottom middle goal as well, too. All about red so far with 1 minute remaining in this match. Couple more scores coming in. That is Oblivion, your team from Grand Rapids. Couple more in. Blue Alliance. So here comes Ice Blue Volume 4, able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in. Their wing coming down, able to neutralize it. It's going to be a close play here as they go back and forth. 3 robots over by that near long goal right now. Could that leave something else open? But no, 3-3-3-3-W. Looking to score as well, too. Able to punch one through. And right now, all that play is going to be about that near long goal. Who can take control and get the control bonus for it? Right now, it's looking like it's going to be red. Power of the Square, able to take control of that Red Alliance, dominating the goals as we come down to our final 5 seconds with 3, 2, 1. And time expires on this one. Great job to all of our competitors here on the field.
All right, let's see those results for match number 15. That's a close match right there, 38 points for the win on the Red Alliance. Griffalicious, and say hello to my little friend. Somehow I missed the Griffalicious fan club cheering. You guys aren't loud enough, you didn't get my attention. All right, we're on, what field are we on? What field is this? I forget now. I've been gone too long. Industrial field. All right, industrial field is for qualification match number 17. On the Red Alliance from Hudsonville, it's 36620D. Idiots Behind the Wheel. From Southfield, 23533A, Iron Eagles. Now, you guys, idiots behind the wheel, you got your problems worked out, right? You got a sober driver and everything now, and no problems. They're like, they don't even know what I'm talking about. On the Blue Alliance from Beverly Hills, 22305B, Plan B. And from Benzonia, 74485B, it's Perpetual. All right, looks like everyone's ready to go. Refs, we good? All right, we're starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Blue Alliance scoring 2 blocks into the long goal on the far side of the field. Red answering them with 2 blocks of their own on the other side of the field. Blue's gonna take control of that center upper goal there. It looks like it's gonna give Blue the autonomous bonus points. We're starting driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Perpetual and Plan B both lining up on the loaders, or in the loader area. One playing defense, one taking their blocks. Red Alliance taking control of that near side long goal. We do have a Red Alliance member with their battery dragging behind him. That's Idiots Behind the Wheel. Somebody's going to have a talk with these guys. 1 minute, 20 seconds on the clock here. It's been a show. All right, Red Alliance has moved into place. That's Iron Eagles feeding 2 blocks, into that long goal and descoring Blue on their way across the field. Red now has taken, looks like, possession of that long goal. It's close though. That red block has to be all the way inside that white line. It's now nobody's goal at this point. See Perpetual over there. Well, there goes Idiots Behind the Wheel. That battery is now sitting on the floor. They are dead in the water, leaving Red Alliance down to 1 partner on the field. Still doing pretty good here. Red Alliance controlling both long goals, but Blue Alliance is about to change that. That's Perpetual. Can they do it? Yes, there they go. Oh, they almost descored themselves. Now they're controlling that long goal there. Just over 20 seconds remaining on the clock here while Plan B pushes around Iron Eagle on the field. That's leaving the Blue Alliance more Perpetual wide open to do whatever they want right now with 13 seconds on the clock. And that's going to be 3 more blocks scored into the long goal. 5 seconds on the clock. Blue now taking solid control of the match here. Red Alliance trying to park and Blue Alliance trying to park. Looks like neither one of them may have made it. Red Alliance may have parked. Blue definitely looks like they have not. Results for match 16, that's 79 points for Oblivion and Power of the Square. Excellent match for the Red Alliance. I am now back to the chemical field. Match number 18 on the Red Alliance from Caledonia 98271E. My fingers taste like tetanus. And from Bloomfield Hills 39Z, it's Bobby Wasabi. On the blue side of the field from Auburn Hills, 38053B, it's Knight. And from Grand Rapids, 63600G, Eaglebots. We should have been Team F. Good. Blue Alliance, looks like you're ready to go. Red Alliance, you ready? Refs, are we good? Starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Bobby Wasabi was moving into place there to feed some blocks into that goal, but it looks like they didn't manage to make it there. Blue Alliance is going to go ahead and not take control of that long goal, but score enough to earn those autonomous bonus points. We're going to start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. And Red immediately, Bobby Wasabi immediately descoring Blue from that long goal at the buzzer there. My fingers taste like tetanus has a hopper full of blocks. They've moved on to one side of the long goal while Knight tries to protect that long goal with their 3 or 4 blue blocks there into the goal. All right, Red's controlling one long goal, Blue's controlling the other. It's a very close game at this point. right, we should have been Team F, trying to unload those blue blocks out of the loader there so they can move in place on that long goal. Blue team on both sides of that long goal trying to load blocks into it. Can they do it? Red's still controlling that long goal there. Nothing has changed. My fingers taste like tetanus over there on the far side, pushing blue around a little bit. Red Alliance controlling 3 of the 4 goals on the field right now. If Red plays defense for the remaining 35 seconds, that's going to maintain their advantage in this match. Blue team now did manage to score a couple on there. That's Team Knight scoring it on that near long goal over there. And they've managed to take control of that long goal now. Excellent work by Knight. Oh, but that was short-lived because Bobby Wasabi comes in there. D-scores Blue. And can they get control of that goal again? We're down to 7 seconds. Oh, a little bit too much of a push, but now they are controlled again with the help of Blue Team Eaglebots. Has pushed the red block into that center of that long goal, taking control of it. Definitely going to give Red the win on that match. All right, results for match number 17. A big 62 points for Plan B and Perpetual on the Blue Alliance. We're back to the management field. On the Red Alliance from Westphalia, it's 8341B Kicking Bot. From Grand Rapids, 13444D Havoc. On the blue side from Grand Rapids, 63600C Eaglebots Blackjack. And from Hazlitt, 7580T Schmingus. I still haven't confirmed if I'm saying that team name right or not. Am I saying this team name right? Yes, I got a thumbs up finally. All right, safety glasses. Can't go anywhere without your safety glasses. More safety glasses. Blue's ready. Red, are you ready? Here we go, we're starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Red and blue scoring on that center goal. Right now, Red's going to have the advantage here because that upper goal is actually worth 8 bonus points while the lower goal is worth 6. All right, Red's going to take those autonomous bonus points. We're starting driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. Havoc has moved into place, feeding, it looks like 1 red block, 2 red blocks into that lower goal and trying to de-score blue while they're at it by ramming into there. They managed to push one of those blue blocks out of the way. Meanwhile, Eaglebots Blackjack loads a couple more blue blocks into the top goal. Kicking Bot has now fed 3 blocks into the near long goal there and taking control of that long goal. Look at Blue go. They are fast loading those blocks onto the robot there. That's Eaglebots Blackjack. They're going to try to line up on one of the long goals. If the Eaglebots can line up on one of the long goals, they'll be able to push those red blocks out of the way. However, Havoc's going to cause a little bit of trouble for them. Matter of fact, both Red Alliance team members are going to try to cause problems. They are double teaming now to prevent the Blue Alliance member Eaglebots from putting those blocks into the goal. All right, still very close match here. Red with a lead here on this, with control of these goals. Could still change pretty quickly though. Red getting a brief holding count. Blue getting a holding count now. There goes Blue. Finally, Eaglebots had a chance to unload those blue blocks. They get 3 of them in there. However, that does not look like it's going to last very long. Oh no, yes, they managed to take control of the long goal. Nice work. I thought Red was going to come in there and stop that. Instead, they weren't able to do it, and Blue de-scores Red on their way across the field. However, with a quick little push by the Red Alliance, Red now controls that goal again. Meanwhile, Eaglebots doing the same thing on this other side of the field with the long goal. Here they go. Can they do it? Yes! They're managing to take over control now of that long goal with 2 seconds remaining. Excellent work by Eaglebots there, trying to change the score here by scoring in that long goal and getting rid of those red blocks. The results for match 18, that's 60 points for a win on the Red Alliance. My fingers taste like tetanus and Bobby Wasabi. On the industrial field now for match number 20. On the red side of the field, both teams from Bloomfield Hills, it's 39W Warp and 39M Michelin. On the blue side of the field from Croswell, it is 99512B, Cheese of Destiny. Where's your hat at, son? Where is your cheese? From Hassett, it's 7580P, Overcooked Bread, otherwise known as Toast. And it looks like Blue Alliance is ready. Red Alliance is ready. Refs, are we ready? Starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Red Alliance taking the lead here in the autonomous period. Excellent work by Michelin. Michelin taking control now of that long goal. Does look like Red's going to take those autonomous bonus points, but there are no win points being awarded. We're going to start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Michelin moves away across the field there, and D-scores Blue on their way. However, that's not going to last for very long because Overcooked Bread is going to go ahead and throw some of those red blocks out of that long goal. Meanwhile, you got Warp on the other side of the field, loading 4 blocks onto the long goal and taking solid control. Red now controlling 3 of the 4 goals, or 2 of the 4 goals. Actually, it's very close here on this far long goal. Only 1 red block is fully inside those white lines along with 1 blue block, so it's nobody's goal at this point. Red's looking to change that. Michelin feeding 3 more blocks in the goal and using that little finger. Can they get it in there? They tried, but they ran into problems with Cheese of Destiny. They've now hooked themselves a little bit. They are free now. Michelin's free. Warp looking to push some of the red blocks in there. However, Blue Alliance Overcooked Bread is fighting back. Overcooked Bread getting ready to score. Can they do it? Yes, they managed to take control of the long goal and completely clear out the red blocks. However, Michelin has lined up. What are they going to do here? They don't have any block. Oh, they have 1 block, and that block falls on the ground. You're looking at Overcooked Bread here on the other side of the goal. Now they lose that block. Nothing happening or changing that. Meanwhile, Michelin loading several more blocks into the long goal. Red blocks here. Red now with control of 2 goals, while Blue is control of the other 2. Less than 20 seconds remaining. Blue, Overcooked Bread trying to de-score Red there, but they are not able to get all those blocks. They do manage to remove 1 red block from the long goal. We're down to 5 seconds here. Red in control of 2 goals, Blue in control of the others. Very close match, but it does look like it went Red's way here to end match number 20. All right, results for match number 19. That's 61 points for Kicking Bot and Havoc on the Red Alliance. We're on the chemical field now for match number 21. From Hudsonville on the Red Alliance, 36620B, it's Blue Crew. And from Plainwell, 11591S, it's John Deere. On the blue side of the field from Grand Rapids, both teams actually, 3223D, the 3 Blind Mice, and 3223B, Prism. All right, let's see how these 2 teams from the same robotics program do when they're partnered up on the Blue Alliance. Hopefully they've been practicing together and they have their strategy down. It does look like everyone is ready to go here. Can we get a thumbs up, ref? All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Blue moving into position, unloading 3 blocks into the upper center goal. Red misaligned and not able to load their blocks into the goal. That's going to give Blue those autonomous bonus points. We're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 3 Blind Mice lining up those blue blocks on that near long goal there. However, John Deere I thought was going to work their way in there, but they have not gotten over there to clear those blue blocks yet. They're going to be feeding those red blocks on the field into their hopper system and moving into place on the long goal there. The battle right now, red is controlling that far along goal. However, they are also battling against blue here. That is blue crew that has now changed the dynamics of that goal. Blue now controls it. Red is completely descored. That was blue crew trying to prevent them from doing that. It did not work out so well. 1 minute on the clock with blue in control of 3 of the goals now. We're looking at pieces of robots on the ground. Hopefully that doesn't affect their performance too much. Blue crew loading 4 blocks in and trying to score, but blocked by Prism. Prism throws those blocks back out onto the ground. Blue crew now lining up again. They've got 3 more blocks in there. Can they do it? It looks like Prism's gonna try to stop them. Yeah, it's hanging up on there. They're not able to get them red blocks pushed in there. Meanwhile, Prism pushes another red block onto the floor. Blue still controlling 3 goals here. Does look like Blue Crew is going to try to do the same thing on the other side of the field. Can they do it? No, they run into both Blue Alliance members, preventing them here. 10 seconds, and there goes a red block thrown back on the ground by the 3 blind mice. All right, 1 Blue Alliance and Red Alliance member is parked, it looks like, to end match number 21. Excellent work by the Blue Alliance there. You have results for match number 20. That's 63 for Red Alliance, Warp and Michelin. We're back on the management field now. Currently running about 10 minutes ahead. Qualification match number 22 on the Red Alliance. From DeWitt, it's 1581D Breaking VEX. And from Hudsonville, 36620D, Idiots Behind the Wheel. Come on, can I get a go, Idiots, please? There you go, all right. I love it. Hopefully you guys have your problems worked out now and are ready to go. They're not paying attention, they're focused on the game. On the blue side of the field from Pontiac, it's 3333W, Power of the Square. And from Jenison, 2140D, Pepto-Bismol. Looks like we're ready to go. We're starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Blue, red. Red in control of a long goal, blue in control of a short goal. All right, there won't be any autonomous win points. It does look like red's gonna take those bonus points. We're gonna start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Power of the Square quickly unloading all those blue blocks from the loader there and feeding them into the long goal. They now have control, Blue Alliance, of that 1 long goal on the near side of the field. Red getting a quick count on holding. Ooh, look at that. Red's gonna need to be careful there. That is Breaking VEX. Almost flipped over Pepto-Bismol onto their back with that hook system there. 1 minute, 15 seconds on the clock here. These robots are not moving now. Breaking VEX waiting for Pepto-Bismol. No calls from the rest on that one. It's 1 minute remaining on the clock, and it is just a standstill now. Stalemate here, it looks like. Anybody want to move? I don't know. Not much to talk about here when the robots aren't moving. Red now being called for goalkeeping. Red's just waiting for blue to move into place there. 40 seconds remaining on the clock here. Very strategic, both of these teams just waiting for somebody to make a mistake here. And look at that, there's a little bit of back and forth here on this long goal. Almost all the blocks clear. It's like ping pong inside this goal now, with blue and red pushing it back and forth here. All right, 20 seconds remaining on the clock. It looks like that has now cleared out that little traffic jam we have there. Breaking VEX now loaded back up with red blocks. However, they are running into Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol briefly entangled with red. Breaking VEX loading several blocks into the long goal as the buzzer ends match number 22. The results for match 21, that's 73 points for the Blue Alliance, 3 blind mice, and Prism. We are now on the industrial field. Qualification match 23. On the red side of the field from Interlochen 56000A, it's Botley Crew. From Pontiac, joining them is 3333B, Bromance. Over on the blue side of the field from Ubley is 15155B, the B team. And from Napoleon 40684B, 6-7ers. 6-7, 6-7. All right, blue team, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, are you ready? Refs, are we good? Starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Both autonomous team members look like they were, or both blue and red, looking like they were lining up for that center upper goal, but red ends up scoring 3 blocks onto it. Blue scoring a few blocks on this long goal here. Blue's not controlling that long goal because those blue blocks are not fully inside the white lines. However, it's very close still. Red is going to take those autonomous bonus points. Quick recount. It's red for a second time, taking those autonomous bonus points. Starting driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. Bromance lining up, pushing 3 blocks into that long goal. And can they use the finger to de-score blue? It's about to happen if blue doesn't get over there. There they go. Red now taking control of that long goal. However, they run into 6-7ers, pushing back a little bit there from Bromance. Meanwhile, we have the B team lining up on the other long goal. However, pressure again from Botley Crew. B team almost de-scoring red. Can they do it? There goes with a little bump. That red ball falls out of that goal. Blue now feeding blue blocks into the long goal. It's going to be a battle here. Blue taking control. Quickly de-scored by Red Alliance Botley Crew. The B team now taking control. It is a back and forth. Botley Crew and the B team back and forth on this long goal. It's nobody's goal now at this point, and that battle's going to move their way back on over the other side of the field. Red Alliance in control of 2 of the goals right now. A lot of pushing going on here. You have Bromance on the other side of the field now unloading red blocks into the intake system, but they're stuck on 6-7ers there. 6-7ers not allowing them to do what they're trying to do. 6-7ers and Bromance pushing each other around. These teams have found their target, and it's been a pushing match this whole game for the most part. 1 blue block de-scored by Red Alliance. Botley Crew. 5 seconds. Red controlling 3 goals, blue controlling the other. And that buzzer ends match number 23. All right, results for match 22. That's 51-41. Very nice work by both of these alliances, but the win goes to Power of the Square and Pepto-Bismol on the Blue Alliance. On the chemical field for match number 24. On the Red Alliance from Southfield, it's 23533A Iron Eagles. And from Granville, 28AC Robotics Celsius. On the blue side of the field from Westphalia, 8341B Kicking Bot. And from Dowagiac, 4911X, say hello to my little friend. We've even got the name tag to go with it. Hello, my name is Little Friend. Nice. I like it. Does look like blue's ready to go now. We have thumbs up around. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Celsius. Everybody's misfiring except for Iron Eagles. Iron Eagles manages to score 4 blocks into the long goal, and Kicking Bot manages to get 1. Red's going to take those autonomous bonus points, and we're going to start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. Kicking bot looking to push that blue block into the long goal, trying to de-score red, but there's not enough blocks there. Kicking bot now unloading 1, 2, 3 more blocks into the long goal. Both red and blue alliance trying to defend it, but blue gets the advantage and de-scores red, taking over control of that near side long goal. Excellent work by Kicking Bot playing defense against Team Iron Eagle to prevent them from changing the score there. Red Alliance controlling the other 2 goals, one in the center and one the other long goal here. Celsius pushing Little Friend around. Little Friend lining up now to score blocks. Can they do it? You got Celsius there causing them trouble. Little Friend gets 1 block, 2 blocks. One's red and one's blue though. 50 seconds on the clock here. Little Friend, can you do it? Little Friend manages to push some blocks in there. However, that is short-lived. Celsius pushes those blocks back out of there and takes control of the long goal. All right. There is nobody in control of the other long goal on that side because there's 1 blue and 1 red fully inside those white lines at this point. Let's see what happens. Red with an advantage here, obviously. Can Blue Alliance change anything with the last 15 seconds of the clock? They're gonna have to do more than just get in the way of these other robots. They've got to do some offensive work here. Does look like Kicking Bot is trying to do that. Can they line up and change the score here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, they almost do. Can they? They do get some block score, but I don't think that's going to change the outcome of this game. It's made it much closer, though. Nice work by both of these alliances. Results for qualification match 23. That's 62 points for the Red Alliance, Botley Crew, and Bromance. All right, team, I know, or VEX family, I know you guys have been here for several hours now. If you're getting thirsty or you're looking for snacks, we do have Girl Scout cookies up front by the concession stand, and you know how much you like Girl Scout cookies. What's your favorite, man? What's your favorite kind? S'mores? Is that even, what is that? That's a new one, man. Like, they didn't have s'mores when I was your age, man. What do they, what's your favorite? Thin Mints, yes, right. Yeah, Thin Mints, that's the ones I like. There's also Traveling Toms out front. That's the food truck that you see out front. They've got all kinds of drinks out there, coffee, drinks, and smoothies and things like that. Go ahead and head on out there and check them out. Again, you have the Girl Scout cookies up there at the concession stand as well. I'm sure they'd love for you to pay them a visit. We're over on the management field now. Qualification match 25. I do believe we're going to run through qualification match 27 and call it a day today. On the Red Alliance from Bloomfield Hills, it's 39M Michelin. And from Grand Rapids, 13444D Havoc. From Bloomfield Hills, it's 39Z Bobby Wasabi. And from Napoleon, 40684D Rivalicious. I see you guys have traded glasses, sunglasses. The other guys got it. You got to pass them around. You guys didn't have enough in the budget for 3 pairs, or? Oh, you lost them. It's so typical. So typical. All right, you're gonna have to charge them back for that. All right, it does look like these teams are ready to go. We've got a thumbs up. Let's start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Blue taking a quick lead here, scoring 7 blocks into long goals, and then securing control of at least one of those. It looks like we've got a robot hung up here. Good. It looks like Blue is taking control and has the bonus points for the autonomous round. We're going to start driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. Ripalicious quickly descoring that red block from that long goal and feeding 3 more blocks into that upper center goal there. We have a quick count against the Blue Alliance here. Griffalicious has been a tough team every time I've seen them playing here. Blue Alliance firmly in control of 3 goals. However, Red Alliance Michelin trying to change that, but running into trouble from Bobby Wasabi. Bobby Wasabi now getting ready to unload blue blocks into the lower center goal. Look at all these blue blocks that are scored into the goals here. However, Red fighting back, Michelin taking control of the other long goal and de-scoring a bunch of blue blocks. Nice work by Michelin, completely clearing the long goal of blue blocks here. 50 seconds remaining on the clock here. Red battling it out, Blue with the advantage here, but they are not going down easily. You're looking at Havoc over here trying to push Blue Alliance around now. It looks like we're having some trouble. We have a dead robot on the blue side of the field. That's going to take Bobby Wasabi, I believe, out of the match here while Griffalicious continues to operate. All right, that buzzer is down under 20 seconds now on the clock. Blue in control of this match here, even with one partner down. However, that could change. Here goes Michelin trying to de-score. Can they do it? 7 seconds remaining. They're going to find trouble, however, from Griffalicious. And the buzzer is going to end match number 25. Your results for qualification match 24, that's 44 points for Iron Eagles and Robodog Celsius on the Red Alliance. All right, folks, we're on the industrial field for qualification match number 26. On the red side of the field from Benzonia, it's 74485B Perpetual. From Grand Rapids, 63600C Eaglebots Blackjack. On the blue side of the field from Grand Rapids, it's 63600G Eaglebots We Should Have Been Team F. And from Jenison 2140B, it's Ice Blue Volume 4. I see 4 green lights now. Everybody's connected, and we're getting thumbs up. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Does look like Blackjack's moving into place to unload some blocks into the long goal. However, Red has done that on the other side as well, so now pretty close still, though. Red's not actually controlling. There they go. Now they're controlling the long goal. Well, no, they're not, because Red and Blue is both in there. Very close. Blue has control of the lower center goal. Looking to be a tie. Another recount's going to confirm that. It is 18-18. It is a split bonus point. 5 points for each team. We're starting driver control now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see if the driver control period is as much of a battle as the autonomous period was. Red Alliance feeding some blocks into the long goal there, or the short goal in the center, taking control of both this long goal and that short, or that lower center goal. Like Blackjack thought they might be trying to move in there and try to de-score. They're going to go ahead and try to feed some red blocks in there. Look at all those red blocks go. 5 of them pushed in there, and a little push gets rid of all those other blue blocks. Can they get that last one out of there? It's going to cost them their own, but they go ahead and take that risk. We now see Red Alliance in control of all four goals at this point. Nothing happening right now. Red Alliance firmly in control of all 4 goals. No blue blocks at all scored. Meanwhile, you see Blackjack feeding more red blocks for the Red Alliance into the long goal. 45 seconds. You see Blackjack getting a quick call, but saying be careful. Almost pushing blue over on their side, and now getting a hold count as well. We should have been Team F, getting a little bit of pressure there. Red still playing excellent defense, maintaining control of all 4 of these goals. Red with another holding count. We should have been Team F. Blue with 1 block scored in the long goal. However, that does not stick around long while Blackjack clears that out. Finally, Blue pushing back and forth with 5 seconds remaining. That's Ice Blue Volume 4 trying to change the score if they can. But that buzzer ends match number 26. That was a valiant effort by Ice Blue to try to change the score some, but Red obviously with the big advantage in this match. Results for match number 25. 85 points for Griffalicious and Bobby Wasabi on the Blue Alliance. We are down to our final qualification match of today. Match number 27. We're on the chemical field and on the Red Alliance from Grand Rapids, it's 13444A Oblivion. And from Beverly Hills, 22305B, Plan B. On the blue side of the field, from Bloomfield Hills, it's 39W Warp. And also from Bloomfield Hills, 39C Swirl. These teams look like they're ready to go. Refs, are we ready? Starting autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go! Red Alliance moving in position. Can they unload these blocks? No, they did not manage to score those blocks in the goal. Blue is going to go ahead and successfully score 5 blocks. However, minor violation on the blue team. Blue Alliance, that's going to give the autonomous bonus to Red. All right, we're starting. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Red Alliance unloading 3 blocks. That's Team Plan B into the upper center goal and heading back on over to the loader to pick up a few more blocks. Meanwhile, you're looking at a whole bunch of blue blocks fed into the long goal by the Blue Alliance here. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Team Warp moving away from that long goal, and Plan B is going to follow them. Plan B is trying to get in there with that little finger and D-score blue if they can. They didn't get quite enough push on there to change anything, and they're going to immediately get run into by the Blue Alliance, try to slow them down. That's Team Warp. Team Warp, Plan B battling it out now. Swirl pushing around Oblivion. Oblivion trying to D-score Blue if they can. Both Red Alliance members trying to D-score this goal here. That could definitely change the score if they can do it. 38 seconds. Looks like we may have lost a robot on their back here. I don't think they're going to recover from that one. That is Blue Alliance member Swirl. Right now, Blue is, well, it's close, man. Blue Warp, Team Warp, feeding a few more blocks into the long goal here with 15 seconds remaining. Both Red Alliance working still. You would think with this advantage they could change the game here a little bit. Can they get in there and do it? Oblivion trying to D-score Blue. Come on, 5 seconds. Can they do it? They're having trouble. Warp is pushing them out of the way. 1 second remaining on the clock, and that buzzer ends the final match of the day, match number 27. We do have results for match 26. A whopping 95 points for the Red Alliance team, Perpetual and Eaglebots Blackjack. VEX family, we have come to the last qualification match of the day. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you back here bright and early in the morning. Don't forget about those Girl Scout cookies up front at the concession stand on your way out, or hit Traveling Tom for your coffee on the road.